Hello everybody, it's Luke here from DungeonTown.net with MTB Freerider, a mountain bike simulator. Made in Unity. It's got that nice Unity look. It's fast, it's smooth, and it's very, very hard. I have rode a bike in the past. I have walked up a mountain in the past. I've been on a mountain in the past. I may have even been near a mountain on a bike in the past, but I've never physically tried mountain biking. Now I can try it virtually, and let me tell you, mountain biking, pretty difficult. The controls are pretty crazy in this game. It's all about the keyboard, and it's all about the keyboard really. You can look around with your mouse, but there's not much doing there. The keyboard does most of your tasks. The arrow keys are the numpad, or control your turning and your pedaling, and the WASD keys control your leaning, which is very important in landing those all-important jumps. So let's just get straight to it and try a jump here from the start. Now the important thing to do when you're jumping is to lean into the jump. Otherwise, if you don't lean too much, you'll fall off like that, and your head presumably will go rolling across the map. And again, messing that up. So the important thing that I've learned here is to actually really lean into it. And not only do you have to lean into the jump, but you have to pedal as well. So when I get down here, I've started to back pedal. I'm actually sort of freewheeling here, not worrying too much about the pedaling. We will have to do so in a second though, because we're coming up to a big old jump. Oh, nearly made it. That's actually a pretty hard jump. You're jumping over a big gap there. And the level is quite nice actually. It's sort of deceptive because you think you have to jump off at the start, but you can actually take this little road down here, this little dirt road, and it leads to a different sort of area here. So let's explore here for a moment. Now you see this is a little bit more relaxed. You've got to really use your brake if you want to have any chance of not killing yourself in this game. Now you do have to make this jump here because otherwise there's nowhere else to go. You can spawn in different areas of the mountain, but I think that we'll stick with the default one for the moment. Try and give that a jump. Oh, just made it. There we go. So let's see what else is coming up down here. Oh wow, big old drop. Never expected that. One thing that's quite annoying about this is the mouse cursor stays on the screen the whole time, even though it's not really needed. You can sort of move it off to the side, but it pops up now and then. Now I wonder when the first mountain biking Slender Man game is going to come out, where you're going to have to sort of avoid him in the woods on your trusty bike. Some nice detail actually on the bike, as you can see. You've got your hands here. You can look around. There's not much to it. You don't see a backpack or anything like that, but he's got, I don't know, all the gears and doodads that you would have on a mountain bike, one assumes, or presumes even. And here we go. I wonder if we can go off any other direction. As you can see, you just sort of freewheel on this unless you make it your business to backpedal. In that case, you could stop dead. But then you've got to be careful of some strange physics things. You'll fall more often than you'll sail along in this, really. And in a way, I think that it might be tuned to make the player fall a lot more than one usually would. Though, as you can see, you do get up to some pretty high speeds while not even pedaling. I don't quite know what happened there, but ended up sideways in the air and dead, presumably. When you fall off something like that, you probably don't live. I have to say, I do think that the falling sounds could be a little bit better. You hear the bike really coming to pieces and getting knocked around, but your guy doesn't make any noises or anything like that, and so that's a little bit disappointing. It actually feels a little bit like a kill in the original Quake, because it looks as if your head just sort of disappears. Some good lens flare there. Alright, we'll try the more scenic route here. Try the safer route, shall we? Can we go uphill, I wonder? I believe we can. Look at this. Probably get to a point now and fall over though, but we shall see. One wonders why I didn't do this in the first place. It seems like a much better way to go. Here we go now. Picking up some speed. Let's see what's around. It would actually be quite a nice game just to be able to cycle around in, and there's no real goal as such, so I suppose it does encourage you to explore, but you just got to take the initiative yourself, as you saw there. By turning around, I was able to go up the hill, and now the world's my oyster. Let's see what's going on around here. One thing is, this Unity sure is good at rendering forests. You see a lot of games on Unity that feature forests. Oh dear, I came afoul of that log. We can actually change where we start off here, so let's try somewhere else. This looks like a sheer drop. I wonder actually if you could play this with people. I think that would be fun to race and whatnot. That's a very nice sound there. Oh dear. On the side of a cliff here. Trying my best to stay afloat. I'm not quite doing it. Let's try somewhere else. It's maybe a little less daunting. Oh, spoke too soon there. Oh, let's see this now. Here we go. Oh. Now, I suppose the trick here is to keep somewhat straight as we're going off. And as you can see, you do get into it, as you heard there, with my making a noise as I was going off. Now that was not a very good jump. Let's try again. I don't think that's for me. We will give it another go though. Let's try a bit of backpedaling at the start. Okay, that's a better, or at least I thought it was a better jump. It's in fact just jumping straight up at the air and then getting my ass planted. We can do a flip in the air as well if you hold down W, or S for that matter. You can do a front flip with W and a back flip with S. That would have been pretty nice to land, but it wasn't the case, and there goes the wheel. One more time. So there you have it. MTB Freerider. Doubtlessly going to be a big hit on YouTube with the Happy Wheels crowd. But just remember, you saw it maybe here first. DungeonTown.net. I'm Luke, and until next time, have a great ride?